This is Scott with Hi-Lux Optics. I'm here today with a Marlin 1894 new production. Mounted atop it is the Malcolm 6-power short BPCR edition scope. It features adjustable parallax, the ability to slide under recoil, and our new competition clickless mounts. Let's talk a little bit about the history of this rifle because it was released in 1894, a year that bore the release of another rifle of equal renown. The Winchester 94 is designed by Browning. This particular rifle, the Marlin 1894, was billed in the advertisements of the era as the repeater with the solid top. The Winchester 94, by comparison, is a top-eject. Now, the solid top was designed to serve two important purposes. One, in the event of a hangfire or other explosive accident, it was believed that a piece of steel between the shooter and whatever was going on would provide a little extra safety. I'm in agreement on that because if something were to explode there, I would certainly rather have a piece of steel between me and it than nothing at all. The solid top provided a second benefit, especially to the hunters using it in the Pacific Northwest. Conditions out there would get rather cold. Any sort of rain or snow or anything that could freeze falling into the action would cause the action itself to also freeze. However, a solid top provides nice, perfect cover. This rifle was favored by hunters of the era, and we are going to be using a cartridge that would have been carried around then, the .357 Magnum. And much like the cowboys that would have made use of those cartridges earlier, we do like the idea of having a cartridge that works for the rifle and for the handgun. However, a point of note, because it is a handgun cartridge, we won't be taking this particularly far. I'll be happy with 300 yards. In order to help us see that distance, we're going to be using this 6-power scope, which is mounted up with the Marlin 9495 no machining kit. This kit will also work on a Henry Big Boy. Now, this particular rifle, because it has that solid top, allows us to mount the scope inline over the barrel. The Winchester 94, by comparison, being a top eject, requires the scope to be mounted off to the side. Personally, in a choice between offset mounting and mounting directly over the barrel, I'll take this any time. Let's put it through its paces, see how far we can make it reach out, and honestly, have just a little bit of fun with it because this is a beautiful, historic rifle, and boy, I am excited to shoot it. Catch y'all in the next segment as we take it out and put some holes in paper, then ring some steel. This rifle is not like a bolt action. We can't simply look right down the bore and bore sight it. So we're going to use the old-fashioned tried and true method of shooting at a rock until we get close enough to be on paper. There's a rock just left of the target. See if we can't hit it. Okay. 5 rounds.
No call. It might have shot over. I think it
Yeah,
was
I think
high
so.
right.
Now, it looked to me like I shot over the rock by a fair margin. And, I'm sorry?
I think it was high right.
Now we got to get the elevation corrected. This scope follows the same rule of thumb as all of our Malcolm scopes. Move the eyepiece in the direction you want the impact to go. I want the impact to go lower, got to move the eyepiece lower. So I'm going to turn the elevation knob clockwise in order to push the scope down. I don't have an exact value, so the value I'll be going with is a darn lot.
Yeah, I'm good for now. Thanks. Alright, I'll see when I get back to work.
I think that hit the ground before in front of the target. So come up a little bit. Pull the scope back.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you smack. I think. Oh, actually, no. You're close. You hit it like maybe a foot in front of the target.
Okay, so close enough to be on paper?
Yeah.
All right, I will go for second paper, first row, so third row total, middle.
Alright, give me 1 second. All right.
Oh, way down left. Okay, so we got to come up. a lot. So we'll call it 14 inches-ish. That's 28 MOA because we are at 50 yards right now. That's...
I'd say spacing is pretty close to 7 1/4, so it's probably quarter MOA per line.
Oh man, that's going to be a lot. Okay, so the markings on the index right here are close enough to a quarter MOA that we're going to call it a quarter MOA. I got to come up, I don't know, 28 MOA or so. It's so big that I don't have an exact value. So that's what, 112 lines? Yeah, wow, all right. Each rotation's 25, 50, 75, 112.
Bullseye. Or is that the one you're aiming for?
No, I was aiming to the right,
Okay.
so windage I need more. Didn't take. Okay, so first 5 shots were on paper. We're getting reasonably close. Yep. All right, load more, shoot more.
All right. Wow, 2 o'clock. A little too far to the 2 inches from center.
Okay. Now, I'm going to adjust one more time before this next shot. After that, I'll shoot a 3-shot group. This rifle shooting .357 is not going to have the best grouping even here at 50 yards. Let's see what we end up getting. You said 2 inches?
About 2 inches. You're touching the outer ring at 2 o'clock.
2 inches at 50 yards is 4 MOA. 4 MOA in quarter MOA adjustments is 16 lines. And I need to go left, so I'll be turning this clockwise in order to push the eyepiece to the left, which will move everything accordingly. 4, 9, 14, 16. Okay, see what happens. High left.
Yep.
All right.
Shoot a
Time
group.
for a 3-shot group. We'll see where we land. Okay. All of them are off to the left a good distance. Spread is very wide.
Those are some of the reloads that Leo made in 38 special brass. We could change over to the factory stuff.
Okay, because that's like a 5-inch group at 50 yards. Well, that always goes to show. Make sure you dial in your hand loads for the rifle. Don't just use what you have lying around. Now it's time to switch to some factory New Republic 357 with the 158 grain flat point. Yes, nice. All right, let's see what happens. Close. Let's do 3 shots, see where it goes.
Okay.
So it looks like that is maybe a 3-inch group horizontally. Need to come right, 1.5 inches down, 1/2 inch.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty close.
Okay, let's start with the elevation. Down 1/2 inch means down 1 MOA. Clockwise, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, in order to come right, 1.5 inches, that's 3 MOA, 12 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not going to lock the frame. Let's see where this gets us. All right, I will go 1 target to the right.
Two holes touching.
All right, I'd say that's close enough for our day. let's get started moving out to steel. There's no steel at 100 yards, so darn it, we're just going to go straight for 200. Why not? Hello again, sports fans. We are getting loaded up with 5 rounds of this factory ammunition. Now to go out to 200 yards. And I'm sorry, how much adjustment was that?
13 and a quarter up.
13 and a quarter MOA. All right, so 13 and a quarter times 4 is 53. 53 little lines. There are 25 lines in a complete circle. So that's 25. That's 50. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure the scope is pulled back because it does slide on recoil. Let's hit some things. Important note, I should take the time to fix the parallax. That is done by loosening the parallax lock ring and then turning the actual parallax adjustment. Pulling it closer to you will adjust for farther distance. And I will use the very sophisticated method of wiggling my head back and forth to see whether or not the crosshairs are drifting on the target. They looked okay, so we're going to run with this parallax setting. You ready?
Yep. Impact. Man, I saw the trace on that. That was cool.
Let's do it again.
Okay, you're hitting low, but you're
Low,
hitting the
all
target around 5 o'clock.
Then I'll come up just one more MOA.
Impact.
Well, that's 3 in a row. Time to move on to 300 yards. What are we looking like there?
Let me check. Let's call it 27 and a half. We probably will need more. Because I think maybe this is...
I'm sorry, so it's 14 and a quarter, now we're at 27 and a half, so I need to go up 13 and 1/4 more?
Yeah.
All right, I love a nice round number. So that's 2 turns plus 3 lines. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Say like a 3-4 mile an hour wind coming at 7. Half value.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Maybe hold left edge.
Actually, it's coming from dead behind right now. I'll hold center and see where we go.
Okay.
I saw it miss right, it looks like, maybe. I'll hold left.
It's also low.
Yeah, also low.
Yep.
So,
I'd come up. I'd say it's probably like a foot low, maybe.
foot low, 12 inches, 300 yards, that's 4 MOA.
So 31 and a half right now.
Now, the ballistics for the 357 Magnum are not what we could call stupendous. This is really pushing the distance on this cartridge. Still, I'm hopeful, and I like hitting things really far away. With the amount of adjustment left in this rear mount, I might be able to reach out to 400 or 500, but we got to go one step at a time, so we're still going to stick here at 300.
Wind's dead right now.
Okay, so I'm a half target off or so.
Yeah.
Target's 20 inches.
Yeah.
So that's 10
Maybe-
inches,
maybe,
300 yards, that's
24,
3 1/3
I don't
MOA. So we're going to come down 12, 13 lines. So that's 3, 10. All right.
Looked like it missed right.
Holding left edge.
Impact.
Okay, so it's going a little far right. I'll push it to the left. Let's do that much. 10 lines.
I'll pull your scope back. Impact.
All right. We'll let the rifle cool off a smidge. I will collect the brass that has fallen onto the ground. And I say we push it out to 400. All right, for 400 yards, I got to come up a further 16 1/4 MOA. Wow, that's a lot. So that's like 65 lines, 65 quarter MOA lines. All right, 25 per turn. We've got 25, 50. Now I got to do an extra 15. 5, 10, 15. Okay, 400 yards. Here we come.
Let's go for the big one on the right.
Yes. Pretty strong wind from the left.
It feels like it's coming at us.
Yeah, I'm still going to hold left edge.
No call.
I'll shoot for the base of the target on the left.
Okay. That's the one with that's like kind of like peppered with like hits.
Yeah, it's kind of scraggly.
Yeah. Me just it. Okay, I saw the splash somewhere on the base. I think I was just too tight earlier. We might need to come up high. We're probably hitting low.
So I'll do center. I'll just do dead center.
Okay, weightage looks good. Maybe come up. Looks like we're probably a target low.
All right. I'll hold half a target above.
No calls. Hard. I couldn't see the splash, but I saw something near the base.
Well, 400 yards might be pushing our luck with this particular cartridge. We're dancing a little bit all over the place, and of course the wind chose this exact moment to completely switch both direction and speed. Because, why not? Keeping me busy. Alright, but we are well agreed that I need to move up.
You need to move up. Let's come up maybe 3 or 4 MOA.
5, 10, 12. Alright. Try for a center hold again.
I think it missed right. You're going for the small target?
Big one.
Big one? Okay, then. I think I missed left.
Alright. Holding right edge.
Might have been an impact. Hold on.
Yeah, I thought I heard something.
I heard something.
Holding right edge again, wind's constant. Yeah, I think that's a hit. I'm getting the faintest little ping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will take another break to see where the wind is going to go, and of course, I need to find a few cases that have fallen. And then, what do you think? Push out to 5?
Yeah?
Woo! Okay, folks, we've got ourselves, let's say, an additional 20 MOA for 500 yards. Now, we don't have the exact ballistic coefficient of these bullets, because as it turns out, most companies don't really provide the BC for a 357 Magnum. That being said, I really thought I would top out at 300 yards, and we're already out at 500. There's still more room in the rear for the elevation. Heck, let's take some shots and see what happens. 20 MOA is 80 lines, 25 lines per turn. That's going to be 3 full turns plus 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, plus 5 lines. Yep. We still have more room if we want to go farther out.
I think we'll run out of adjustment for 600 though.
I'm really hopeful at this point though. Okay, 500 yards with a 357 Magnum, because why not? From my point of view, I'll be shooting directly over our paper target, just skimming the top edge, and then trying to hit that banjo-looking thing on the right. I will hold right edge on line with the dirt.
Okay.
It's kind of buried halfway.
I'd say maybe go a little bit higher because we've been consistently low according to this. The BC might be lower than 1.15.
Okay, then I will frame upper right.
Okay, it missed left behind the target.
So I'll go down to the dirt and hold farther right.
Okay.
Oh,
In front of the target. So a little
right
bit higher.
in front of it.
Same wind hold.
All right, I will go up 1 MOA. So that puts our total at 65.
Yeah, 65. I think.
Ish.
No, 68 and a half.
68. And I'm holding half a target off the right edge.
No call, but I saw the splash.
I'll go for the same spot. Looks like it's still skimming left.
Mm-hmm. So hold more to the right.
Yep. 1 full target off the right edge. That's a hit.
Nice.
And good timing, because I need more ammo. So, I am a full target off the right edge, which puts me a target and a half from center. How big was that one? It's not a 20-inch, it's not a 10.
It looks maybe like a 30-inch, which sounds about right, because the Kestrel is saying we need about, at least for the 5-mile-an-hour ones, it's saying 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes.
Okay.
7 minutes.
I'll just keep doing some Kentucky windage then. We were close enough, closer to us that I didn't have to dial. I prefer not to dial if I don't have to. Wind's dying down. I'm going to go to... Yeah, I'll keep a full target.
Miss right.
Okay, I'll go back to holding right edge then. Wind's dead.
Oh, right in front of the target.
I'll come up another MOA. That puts our total at 69. Give it one more. I think that was a hit.
I saw some splash behind. It might have missed right and hit the dirt behind.
All right, then I'll go for dead center.
Pull the scope back. Oh, right in the dirt in front of it.
All right, while the wind's dead, I'm going to try one more shot.
Nice impact. 2 o'clock on the top right edge.
All right, you know what? I got to shoot more. Wind is favorable. I'm holding just a smidgen above center.
I think that was an impact.
That was me.
Yep, off right edge. Off left.
All right, we're dancing around it, but at least we got a hit. 500 yards with a .357 Magnum coming out of a Marlin 1894, mounted up with a Malcolm 6-power short BPCR edition with adjustable parallax and the no-click competition mounts. Wow, 500 yards. Nice, and we had enough adjustment for it. I'm okay with everything that just happened. You want to shoot?
Sure.
All right, Chris's turn. That's a hit. I'd say about 4 o'clock. Miss off the left edge. That's a hit. Just about center. Keep doing that. Miss off left edge. Impact, 3 o'clock, near the edge. Miss off left edge. Wind picking up, dead from 3 o'clock.
Oh, in front of the dude.
Miss in front.
Might be my last one.
No call.
No call. I'm out.